Hello and welcome to this C programming video. My name's David Thorne. In this video we're going to be talking all about how to find the length of a literal string, and obviously the string we're going to use is hello world. And I'm going to show you two ways. There's possibly more ways to do it than this, but the whole point is to be able to understand how to do it without using the string.h library, the header file or library, okay? Because you could just use string len for that, or you could just use then string len for this, but we don't want to do that, okay? So rather than just talk about it, let's just jump straight in. So we need some way to be able to iterate through each character here and then increment a size t variable by 1 every single time, and we're going to search for the null terminator char. So we're going to search for the the backslash 0 null terminator character, which is going to sit at the end of this, all right, which the compiler is stuck on the end of it for us. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. So we can do this two ways, and we can do it by basically making size t first of all, and we're going to set this to 0, and then we just use a while loop, and we then access data size, and then we just check to see whether or not it is equal to, it is equal to then backslash 0, right? Oh, sorry, while is not equal to backslash 0, and as long as it's not equal to backslash 0, we can increment the size go by 1. And then at the point when that size does meet the backslash 0, obviously we will break out of this while loop, and we can come here and say length equals, and then just say this here with a new line as well, and we can then say size, and when we run this, by no surprise it says 11. All right, so that's the first way that we can do it. Other way is we can use pointer arithmetic, okay, and we're basically going to do kind of the same thing, but this time we need to get a reference to this data here, right? Because we need to do pointer arithmetic to this one here, and then we've got the start position. So we are data is equal to address of h, right? And we want ptr to be the address of d basically, and then the length is going to be equal to then data minus ptr. Sorry, then it's going to be, sorry, that we've got that the wrong way around. We want then data is the address of h here, and then ptr we're going to increment to be then the address of d. Okay, so we're going to have the address of d, and then we can say here is then pointer minus data will then do just basically hexadecimal arithmetic and give us the length that we want to have. So by doing this, we can now say while, and we're going to dereference the pointer, dereference the pointer here. Sorry, here. Whoops, dereference the pointer here, and this will automatically check whether or not it's already met that null terminating string. And if it hasn't, then we can just increment it by 1, and then at the end we can obviously come down here and say the length is equal to, and now here we just say ptr minus then data, and when we run this you'll see that length is equal to length. So you could do recursive as well, right? Now this is the golden nugget here in the video. You could do recursive function here, all right, and you could then say that we've got a size t is then we got then say string length, and this is then going to take a const char and then str, all right, and inside of this you could then basically say str, and then from here if it is all okay, then we can just say 1, and then str at str at length, and then we can say str plus 1. Otherwise we can say 0. We need to return here obviously 2. Oh yeah, we need a g there. That's better. Okay, so this will work fine as well. So let's just put this down here as well and say a string length and put that there and say data. And when we run this again, you'll see we get length is of 11 as well. Hello world, this is an application. And when we run this once again, we'll see we get 35, right? So this is fine, but remember we're doing recursiveness here. So you could have like a string that is say 5,000 characters long. That means it's going to do 5,000 recursive calls to this string length. And that could have some side effects, all right, to the instruction set and so on. I don't want to dig too deep into it, but this while loop is just like, it's the super easy for a processor to do, all right? So in things like this, you should try and always inline recursive code if it's possible, and it's only going to create like 4 lines of code to do that. So it doesn't really make sense in this situation to do a recursive call, and a good compiler might optimize this to put it in line. But I try and stay away from recursive calls like this when you can just do it with a simple iteration through this. I know this looks clean and looks nice, but over time, when you get the string bigger, you'll see that it takes a lot more longer to do. Right, and you might have some other problems and stuff like that. With that said, this is a very simple a video just to show you how to iterate through each string, all right, and to check to see whether or not to check to see what the length of that one string is. Obviously, in other programming languages, you can say .length, .count, or whatever. It's super easy. In C, it's totally imperative, so it's all down to you to be able to do. But yes, you can use the string. Let's just bring this in. And string.h. And here we can obviously then say, and here we'll just say string length is equal to string length, and we'll do data there. And when we run this, by no surprise, you'll see 35. So string length has already done that for us, right? But it's always interesting to be able to know how to do it yourself. Well, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've got something out of this one video. I hope you've learned something from this one video. I hope I've shown you how a couple of ways to be able to do this. If you weren't 100% about pointer arithmetic, well, this is a short, sharp introduction to you about this and so on. And it shows you, if you didn't know about why doing recursive calls is bad when regards to writing the code yourself, it's definitely a worthwhile thing to check out. Like I said, I just scratched the surface of reasons, the pros and the cons, why you shouldn't do that. So I don't want you to take my words as the absolute answer, because there is obviously a lot more deeper, lengthier answer that you could be talked about, someone could tell you about. Other than that, this was a simple video. Now, I just want to point out that I do make these videos normally in batch. I sit down on one day or the next day and make, say, like 10, 15 videos. And then I upload them all to YouTube, and I release them at 12 o'clock every single day, one day after the other. If you're impatient and you want to see all of the videos, then you are more than welcome to become a member. And as far as I'm concerned, if you become a member, then you should have that privilege. You should have that perk of being able to see the videos as soon as I've basically released them, ready to be public to members, and you don't have to wait then for the however many days and stuff to see them. And yeah, it's all down to you. If you want to wait, then obviously wait, that's fine. Otherwise, if you want to try and support my channel, which you are supporting me already, so I'm very grateful for that, with all your views, your comments, your likes and shares and stuff. That's really fantastic. But it's just another way to join my community. With that said, thank you very much for watching all the way through to the end. Just by you watching this to the end is already a big thank you to me. Like I said, if you did get something out of this, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you've got any questions, feedback or concerns, let's start a conversation in the comment section down below. Thanks very much for watching. My name's David Thorne. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.